back. We are still on the air, and apparently it's still the holiday season here on the show.
Most definitely is.
Yeah, okay.
Absolutely.
Christmas music is back. We got our first snow this past weekend, and it's really starting to feel like a holly jolly time of year, and that I will admit.
Yes, it is.
I'm your host, David Pierce Anderson. Joining me today is Justin, the sidekick formerly known as Jackson Stovall. Justin joining me today, and I'm sure you've heard his name dropped a few times. You've probably seen it in the credits. Justin,
Yep.
our producer and director for Still on the Air. How you doing, Justin?
I'm doing good. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah,
in front of the camera today.
Okay, that's fair because you would have had to have been here anyway.
Yeah, I'm here all the time.
Yeah.
But and I apologize for my attire. I've slowly been morphing into Santa Claus.
Oh, really?
You'll see my baseball hat turned into a wool knit hat. It'll soon sprout a
Yeah.
ball at the top and stretch out. And of course, my clothes are turning red, so
Yeah. Okay.
it'll be bright red by the end of
Should we
end of the
expect
month.
an extra 150 pounds on you?
We'll see what happens.
Okay.
I haven't been eating well lately, so.
Okay. Well, we'll keep an eye out. As you are used to, Jackson Touchberry, usually by my side, but the man is caught a bit of the cold, or he's a little bit sick. I don't know exactly what's going on with him, but the weather might have got to him, so Justin doing the honors, filling in for Jackson today. As we always start off our show now, the infamous segment, Not a Sponsor. Now, with the major studios selling out to product placement, we thought we'd go one step further and do the same thing for free. Today, we are proud to be not sponsored by the Funko Pop glow-in-the-dark Godzilla. This figure will cause a nuclear holocaust of unimaginable proportions with its atomic breath if everyone can finally stop calling it cute. It is really adorable. This weapon of mass destruction, we have to stop being seduced by its cuteness. That's the destruction, is how cute it is. Look at that. No, we almost had it. Let's get it back. Let's get it back. No? Okay, well, I don't know. It's really cute. And it glows in the dark.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, that's yours. You got a very... We'll get on it. You have a very extensive Funko collection.
I do. I have too many.
Too many. I've only got, I think, 8. But
I'm pushing 40.
Pushing 40?
Yep.
My goodness.
Too many.
You don't look that old.
Well, you know what they say. Black don't crack.
There we go. See, Jackson can't say that.
He can't say that.
That's what I like about
We
you,
have a
Justin.
whole new set of jokes we can tell now.
You can tell. I still can't tell
You
them.
can't tell them.
All right. Well, you know what? Speaking of jokes, I think that's a nice segue for us to get into our stories. The state of our country has been in question for a little over a year now.
Yep.
And over the weekend, we once again had to witness the frailty of the most powerful man in the world. Of course, I'm referring to this tweet sent out by Donald Trump. We have an image of that. Hopefully we have an image of that. If not, I'll read it. There we go. But the tweet says, "Why would Kim Jong-un insult me by calling me old when I would never call him short and fat? Oh well, I try so hard to be his friend, and maybe someday that will happen." Donald Trump is a preschooler. And I like how he says he's not going to call him short and fat, and then he does. This is the type of thing you'd expect to hear when you ask a toddler how school is going. In fact, we did ask a toddler that question, but they refused to answer because they did not want to be compared to the Donald.
Well, it's funny you bring that up. I think he thought he was really clever.
Yeah.
The way he wrote this
Yes.
tweet. Like, I would never call you short and fat, but
Tee-hee, I just did.
No.
I know it's what he does is he wakes up middle of the night and he's got to like take a deuce because he's 78 years old, and he's just on the toilet thinking these up and just giggling to himself.
he has to be giggling to himself.
A recent video on Blue Planet 2 has the world in shock. We were introduced to the Eunice afroditoyus, more commonly known as the bobbit. That is a cute little animal. Doesn't it sound like it's a cute animal?
Yeah, it does.
Wrong. Look at this thing. Words cannot do it justice. That is something out of a horror movie.
It's got 7 mouths.
7 mouths. We got pinchers all around. I think we might have another picture, if not. But look at that. Oh my gosh.
It's got a horn at the top of its head.
And on the sides of it,
And on
too.
the
It can get
sides.
from every direction. I think we might have one more. Just shows you the versatility
my
of the
goodness.
nightmares it can give you.
Yeah, that's going to crawl in somebody's ears.
Oh, my God. These things can grow up to 10 feet long, and as shown
no.
on a recent episode of Blue Planet 2, can devour a fish in seconds. I saw the video on Daily Mail and it was horrifying. Honestly, theatrically terrifying. Like it was a movie. Just throw some Jaws music on. It was perfect.
No.
I urge you to check it out. You will be scarred for life. But you guys remember the game, the Bop It? You remember that?
Everybody had one.
Yeah. Well, this is the Bob It. And just like the game, screw it.
Yeah, no, I don't want that anything. I don't want that anywhere near
Anything.
anything.
I would
It
take
shouldn't exist.
an actual Godzilla over that. What do you think of insects in general? I mean, that's not an insect by
You know,
any word.
no, that's an abomination. But you know, I never really minded bugs. I was an outdoorsy kid. Loved picking them up and throwing them at other kids who were terrified.
I had a cricket
Yeah.
last summer. Yeah, that was
Oh,
really
that-
good.
yeah.
Enjoyed it. It's the food of the future,
Oh yeah, fried, salted.
just in general.
Oh, I had a
Cricket flour.
fried and salted cricket.
Yeah, I
was,
had one. It roasted. Tastes like almonds.
Delicious.
Very good. Justin, as you know, because you're the director,
Yep.
we here on Still on the Air love a good record. We had Ayla Brooks on a few weeks ago, a record holder of her own, and well, over the weekend we discovered a new record. The Huffington Post reported that a man named Richard Browning built himself a jet-powered suit and used that suit to set the record for the highest speed in a jet-controlled suit. I don't know about you, but I think we have an Iron Man on our hands.
I would agree with you.
Browning managed to travel at a speed of 32.2 miles per hour in this suit, which you may recognize as the same speed the old person driving in front of you insists on going. No, Gladys, it's not like I have anywhere to go. Really, keep it at that pace. Take your time. Seriously, this is exciting news. We're one step closer to jet-powered suits becoming a reality for everyone, and that is a reality I am ready to live for.
You know, as a comic book fan, I'm down for this.
You're a comic book fan?
Oh, you didn't know?
I did not know.
Yeah, I've been a comic book fan for most of my life.
No kidding. Who's your favorite superhero?
Yeah, probably Batman.
Batman? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll make a note of that one.
Yeah, don't forget that.
Justin likes Batman.
It may slip by you, you
Okay.
know. You may just forget it one day, but
All right. Find out some new things about our lovely director here. All right, Nutella, that's N-E-W, Tella. The tasty hazelnut spread has fans, the human population, upset because the company announced they will be fine-tuning the recipe. You know, for a product that's been around since the mid-'60s, I thought they were going pretty strong with the way they were operating things. Now, it's not like they're going on a health kick either. They're increasing the sugar content and decreasing the amount of cocoa they use. Why add more sugar? Your product is already addictive enough. I'm sure it'll be good, but why fix what's perfectly good condition anyways? I don't know. There goes another icon that falls this week.
yeah, and the shame here is that this was something that you could eat and, you know, not feel completely awful about.
Oh.
It's not healthy by any means,
No.
but, you know, you could at least pretend, but now they're dumping bags of sugar in.
It's
and
just
Well,
sugar.
I mean, we all have diabetes already, I'm
Yeah.
sure. So why
If
not
not
just
that,
pile it on more?
some other form of it.
Yeah.
Well, for your Santa cosplay, that might
It
work
works.
well. It might work well. All right, I'm not much of a gamer. I don't know if you are, but this story affects us all. Half a decade ago, Niantic launched Ingress. See, I can't even say the words. Which is the first augmented reality mobile game. This makes real-world streets, neighborhoods, and cities into a virtualized game board. You may remember the gigantic Pokemon Go craze last summer in 2016. This was an AR game. Niantic has recently announced they will be teaming up with Warner Brothers to bring a Harry Potter version of this game. New game, which will be released at a later time, is called Harry Potter Wizards Unite. You'll be able to learn spells, fight mythical beasts, and also go through the struggles of puberty while having seen way too many people die for a teenager. 2 or 3 is a good number, but Harry's seen way too many. So keep an eye out for this game. Look both ways on your quest, and please stay off my lawn.
Yeah, how many teenagers have you seen die?
Oh, God, handful. I think 4. Well, not teenagers. I mean, it's
Yeah.
in general. I think 2
Oh, okay.
teenagers and like 3 others.
Oh, okay.
Rough weekend. Taylor Swift dropped a new album, and I wish it broke upon landing. Personally, I wish she went back to singing country music, and I can't stand country. Swift's 6th album is titled Reputation, as in, you know, how Taylor can't dance, that Reputation. These songs will make you not want to dance. The album is led by the single Look What You Made Me Do, released over a month ago. Look what you made me do, Taylor. I'm giving up music for the new year. It's been a struggle. Finally, John Wayne has been dead since 1979. Sorry to break it to you if you didn't know. But look at this picture. I just found it from recently. I felt I needed to share it. Look at that.
Beautiful.
A grown man in a bunny suit.
Absolutely gorgeous.
That's all I had for that.
Yeah. No.
I want to showcase this real quick. Our wonderful Matthew McCracken made this poster for the show. Still on the air. We got Jackson Touchberry and myself laying down in just a peaceful moment between the two of us. So,
Looks gorgeous.
it is beautiful. Look for that on my social media. Now that's all for the news. When we return, we'll be sitting down with two of the actors of the show Harvey on campus. We'll be right back.
I saw that you had an eventful weekend.
What do you mean?
Duh. Ben, those party photos you posted online a couple days ago where you were living it up. You know, the ones where you were YOLOing all over the place. Here, let me show you.
All right, I got it. YOLO, you only live once. It's my excuse to act crazy. I deleted those pictures, though.
Yeah, about that. I screen grabbed some of those pictures and sent them to Benji. It was golden. You have to remember, Ben, what goes online stays online. And once it's out there forever.
Well, it's out there now.
Most of the time, after something gets posted to social media, it will be duplicated many times from server backups, living in the cloud forever, even after you remove it. A good rule of thumb is if you think what you're about to post could be harmful to you or someone else, just don't post it.
Yeah, last thing I want is for my family, or even worse, my employer or my friends to see me YOLOing all over social media.
Yeah, that applies to more than just pictures, you know. It can apply to all types of content posted online, including text and videos.
Oh, man.
You should also be cautious about the amount of personal information you have available online for people to see, such as your full name, birth date, address, phone number, mother's maiden name, etc. Yeah, I'd hate for someone to see you're going to be at a party Saturday night, go to your profile, get your home address, and break into your house while you're out partying. Or use your birth date and your mother's maiden name to answer a security question in an attempt to reset your online password and hack your account.
I definitely wouldn't want that to happen.
Me neither. But being selective about the information you have accessible for people to see is very important. Check your privacy settings on your social media sites to make sure they only have information you want people to see. Yeah, I like to copy my profile URL, log out of the website, and paste it back into my web browser. Then I look over my profile to get an idea of what information of mine is open to the public.
That is a great idea.
It sure is. So what else are you going to do, Ben?
I'm gonna stop and consider any consequences before I post any type of content to my social media websites.
Hello?
I'll be right with you.
I'm just looking to charge my phone.
I'm looking for keeps.
What can I do for you?
I got a glimpse into what the future might hold. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm ready for that.
Guess I'm gonna be here a while. People find me when they need me. Welcome back to Still on the Air, everyone. Joining us now is Davion Cameron and Luke Vaninga. Welcome, guys. How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Doing all right. Thanks for coming by. So both of you are actors in the upcoming play Harvey, correct?
Yep.
Yeah. So a little bit background, like give us who you're going to be playing in the play.
First.
Well, I am Dr. Lyman Sanderson, pretty young psychiatrist, young, bright, vibrant, you know. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And I am playing Dr. William Shumley, the psychiatrist, the owner of the place that actually young Sanderson here is going to be working at.
Okay. So you guys work together a lot then in the play.
Yeah.
Yeah. You haven't gotten tired of each other yet?
No.
yet.
We had plenty of time to get used to each other working in a not one man, sorry, that was a few years ago. Yeah, Three Penny, that's right. Multiple musicals here.
Okay, so yeah, and it actually brings a good question. How long have you guys been here at EMU or, I guess working with the theater department here?
I've been here, I think, since 2003, and I think since then, aside from the very, very first semester I was here, I've actually been in a play every single semester since then.
2003?
Mm-hmm. Night to 2003, 2013.
I was about to say,
yeah.
you bad with numbers. 2000, I was 6 years old then, but no, okay.
Oh,
2013.
2013.
That's still a long
Very
time.
sorry. It is a very long time, actually.
Okay. And how about you?
I'm actually a freshman. I just started in September. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So why'd you choose EMU?
It just seemed like a really good fit. The theater department, I'm here on a scholarship.
Okay.
And just the overall environment just great. And coming here and being casted and working with people like this guy, the directors, all of it's just amazing. So
You got a chance to work on Three Penny, which just wrapped up a little bit ago.
yeah.
What'd you think of that experience?
That was honestly amazing. Like, it really kicked off my college experience. I love musicals, so yeah, it's pretty great.
And for me, Three Penny was actually my first main stage, main role here at AMU. I had been in like minor roles in main stage productions, side stage productions, but this was my first time being a lead in a main stage show,
And
as
how'd
well as
that-
my first time as a main lead in a musical as well.
Okay, so how'd that go? I mean, did you a little bit nervous about that, or?
I was a little nervous because I'd never been, as I said, a main lead in a big stage like that. But there were a lot of helpful people, especially the music director, Howard, helped me a lot because I have a good voice, but I'd never taken official singing lessons and whatnot, and he helped me find out like how to reach the parts of my throat that I need to hit that spot, so they didn't have to tone the music down or up to meet me, so that was good.
Davion, I saw you give him a little bit. You agree with that?
Yes,
Yeah.
I
Maybe not
also.
him personally, but your side, right?
Yeah, I personally don't have any experience with the singing aspect of it. I took choir classes in high school, like my last 2 years. Other than that, no former teaching.
Yeah, the Christmas time is a rough time for everyone around me because I love singing Christmas music, but I should only do it in the shower, I think. It's a little bit rough.
Honestly, do it anywhere, anytime. Summertime, Valentine's Day, it's all jolly. Come
Christmas
on.
songs in the summertime.
There we go.
That's an album.
I told you.
That's an album title.
I have a much more strong opinion that I think anybody can learn how to sing.
Yeah.
Anybody can sing. You just need to be taught like where it is in your throat that you need to be able to sing at. And anybody can sing beautifully.
Really?
Yeah, anybody can sing, anybody can draw. You just need to actually learn how to do it.
So my dad's an artist, and I've also dabble in drawing, but he says the same thing about drawing as anyone can do it. But singing was more physical, and I am surprised to hear that. But it's really, you think it's just finding...
Yeah, it's just finding that sweet spot. Everybody has their own vocal range. Like, I'm a bass baritone myself, which, especially for musicals, makes it really hard to find jobs.
Right.
But once you find your voice, you can actually just work with it, find songs that emphasize your own voice. Like, that's what I think helped me get into Three Penny, is I just found the songs that I think work best for my own range.
So how long have you guys been acting and been singing, I guess? We've been talking a lot about singing. If acting came before, how about that? But how long has that been going on?
Voice acting wise, I've actually been doing that ever since I turned 18, which was all the way back in high school, like roughly around my final year there.
2003.
Yeah, thanks. But I've been voice acting for quite a long time, and I only started actually doing theater work once I got into college because I have a lot of learning disabilities going on in my head, which made high school very difficult. So I had to just focus on my studies just to get by. And once I got into college, where I got to select more of what classes I took and when I got to take them and everything, I had a lot more free time that I didn't have to worry about, and I started auditioning for stuff here at EMU.
Wow. Interesting. Davion?
It kind of goes back to junior year of high school for me, not so long ago, I guess.
Right.
Yeah, I got cast in my first play the fall semester of my junior year. That time I was also doing sports, so I kind of just doubled it there.
For sure.
With that, I was in the ensemble because the schedules really conflicted. And then the January came, and actually I cast my first musical as the lead. Okay. And that's when I decided, choir classes are a must at this point. I just kind of continued that through my senior year, and here I am.
Well, that's really impressive because I know an athlete's schedule and how grueling that can be.
Yeah.
And from that side of it, I've looked at some of the people in theater, and theirs are absolutely absurd. So more power to you. We're going to take a quick break right now. We'll be back. We'll talk a little bit more, a little bit about Harvey also.
All right.
So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
The number of passwords you have to remember can be overwhelming. While it may be tempting to reuse the same passwords, or store them in a not-so-safe place. In doing so, you're putting your online accounts and data in danger of being compromised. The Eagle security package includes LastPass, an encrypted online password vault that can store all your usernames, passwords, and other personal information in one location. LastPass secures your login credentials using one master password, the last password you'll have to remember. Not only does LastPass store your login credentials, but it can automatically fill them in when you're logging into trusted websites. LastPass can also aid in the creation of strong, unique passwords and secure sensitive data such as addresses, credit cards, and personal notes. Since LastPass is encrypted and protected in the cloud, it's accessible wherever you are, through the LastPass website, a web browser extension, or the mobile app. LastPass makes password security easy. For more information about LastPass, visit tiny.emich.edu/LastPass.
Yeah. Welcome back to Still on the Air here with the Davion Cameron and Luke Vaninga. I'm outside of the desk now, proving that I do wear pants on this show.
Constantly, it's a must.
It's constant. Yeah. So I want to really quickly touch on this. Davion, you mentioned you were an athlete and also play. How do those schedules match, compare? What was harder? What do you think?
That's kind of a hard one. It dates back to my junior year. Junior year was actually the only time that I kind of did both at the same time. At the time, we actually had a really good football team, so we went all the way to states.
Really?
State champion.
Where?
Romeo High School.
Okay, I don't know.
State champion. So when I came back, it was actually, we had just won semifinals, and it was like a snowstorm. So we got lost in the snow.
Wow.
And I had a play that night.
Oh, really?
So
no.
I ended up getting back in time for the final dance number. And it was pretty lit.
That is theatrical at its finest.
Yeah.
A movie about that.
Yeah. My senior year, I didn't go out for the fall play. I just really wanted to focus on sports. You know, last time being on the field.
Right.
So yeah, honestly, I'd probably have to say sports would be the harder schedule, at least for high school level, because you go to school right after you're on the field. Versus, theater, it's a lot more laid back.
Mm-hmm.
I personally think they're equal in the levels of fun.
Okay.
I took high interest in both of them.
That's awesome. Yeah, I never ended up getting into theater, but sports were a must for me. So we want to talk a little bit about Harvey. That's the upcoming play in December. When does that come out?
December 1st.
December 1st, all right. That'll be easy to remember. That's when I should start celebrating Christmas, Justin.
Yeah.
Christmas starts November 1st. We're not going to have this conversation right now.
I like you better
All
on
right.
there.
All right.
When do you
Perfectly
start
fine
celebrating
holiday.
Christmas?
Harvey. Talking about Harvey. Is Steve Harvey in the play?
Surprisingly, no.
Well, he could be playing the Invisible Rabbit. Who knows?
And that is the actual reason I put John Wayne in the bunny suit on.
Yeah.
Can you give us anything on Harvey, or is that going to spoil the magic of going to see it
The
live?
play or the rabbit?
Whatever. That's more than I knew. So whatever you can tell me about the play, I'd love to hear it.
Well, we
Don't put
could
yourself in trouble.
we could give you bits and pieces, but the best way for me to answer this question is just to tell you to come see it.
Go see the play.
Yeah, just come see it.
Is there Give us some. Is it a like comedy?
Yes.
We expect to laugh.
It's
there.
very much a
Definitely.
comedy, like in line with like more old school comedies that you would find, like not as old as like Groucho Marx Brothers movies, but like that era after that.
Okay.
Where it's like still black and white, but it was very serious talking and very fast paced, understood kind of a thing, like that. What do you know about garbage? What do you know about garbage? Kind of a thing.
Yeah. So anyway, so that is going to be. Is it kind of like slapstick? Because I also associate slapstick with that era.
There's some elements of slapstick, but mostly it's a very witty dialogue, very well written play.
So, like back in the 1940s, this play would have been considered naughty.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. Well, I really do love the smart sense of humor. So I'm definitely excited for that. How long have you guys been working on Harvey? Because it was kind of a TBA announcement, right?
Yeah.
At the beginning of the school year.
Like, I didn't even know if it was going to be for auditions the day I went in for auditions.
Right.
And they asked me as I was doing my stuff, like, hey, don't you want to audition for Harvey? Like, you were one of my students. And I'm like, oh, sure, I'll audition for Harvey, whatever, just more work.
This was like a last-minute decision that they were going to do this play. Okay, so how long has it been?
Essentially, once Threepenny ended, immediately picked up on auditions.
Not even that.
Oh yeah, not even that. That's right. We had some before.
We had 8 production or showings of Threepenny, and we were 3 in. And right when we had a break, first rehearsal for Harvey. So we still had 5 productions of Threepenny before it was officially closed, and we started rehearsal for Harvey.
And the thing is, for that, I was actually originally supposed to play Judge Gaffney in the play. However, someone decided that their schoolwork needed more attention, so they dropped out. So I just got promoted literally up the rankings in the cast list.
What kind of priorities do they have in schoolwork? Well, I was going to ask, where does schoolwork fall into your guys' schedule? Because that is unbelievable. Maybe you don't have to answer that if it doesn't fit in your schedule.
It fits.
Yeah.
It finds its nooks and crannies.
Right.
I mean, for me, I kind of always thought school, it's priority. It's not really like negotiable to some degree. So then, like, don't not go to class because of rehearsal. Like, don't not go to class because you're tired. But you weren't too tired to scroll on Instagram, right? You weren't too tired to go party last night. Your school takes priority.
Well, I know a lot of people would appreciate that. And I know I'm excited. I'll always love the EMU productions, and I'm really looking forward to this one coming up. Is there anything else, plugs or anything else you got to say about EMU Theater or Harvey coming up?
Yeah, I'd just say definitely watch Harvey. It's a very fun show. I really think I love the dialogue. Like, one of my favorite lines is just near the end, as stuff is starting to pick up, people are starting to lose their minds a bit, just going like, what is happening? What's going on with my life? People are like just doing that, and one person enters just going like, oh, thank God, no one but people here. It's just one of my favorite lines in the whole play.
That's really exciting. Well, we got a little bit of taste of it right there. So when we come back, we'll wrap it up. I guess we got another one when we come back, but we'll see you after the break.
Are you an EMU student interested in getting a first-hand experience working at a radio station? Well, say no more. EMU offers a class through Eagle Radio that will thoroughly prepare you for a real-life experience. But first, you have to register for the class. Pick a date and a time slot. Then the world is yours. Eagle Radio allows you to be fully independent and customize your own show. Have real conversations about the news, celebrity gossip, update listeners about the weather, play a trivia game. It's your show. You're free to name your show whatever you want and play any edited music of your choice. If you love having heated debates and you feel your words need to be heard, then Eagle Radio is just for you.
God, 30 minutes goes by quick. That's all we have for the show today. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. You can always find us on YouTube and social media at ETV at EMU. And make sure to tune in to our other shows, E-Weekly and The Sideliners. As always, I'm David Pierce Anderson. He's Justin. We got Davion and Luke. See him and Harvey. We'll see you later. It's been a pleasure.
Got it.
There we go.